Alright guys, welcome back to Dishonored. And we are in the whiskey distillery. We're gonna wreck some fools. We got explosive bottles here, but we're not gonna use them.
This is like a phantom, with an army of shadows in front of him.
That guy down? Ain't he just a boss? Like Slackjaw?
This is what consorts with crazies, does rituals and the like, bone charms and such.
You sound afraid.
Yeah, right? I doubt any ordinary man, touched by the outside.
A grenade. Won't be using those. We could use stuff like that actually as a distraction. But right now, not really necessary.
Is it true that you messed the flooded district with them weepers?
That's what they say. Perfect place for a paid killer to hide.
You got lucky. When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Pay up. Don't be sour.
Say,
I think that
when's
door's
Slackjaw
locked.
coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done.
I like them to move because I want that stuff
Then
that's
you
on
better
there.
Get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the still like I run a game of Nancy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Knock, knock.
Oh, it's killing rats.
Oh, bastard.
Alright. They're walking away. Got a key and some copper wire.
Hey,
I think they almost saw me. Oh, rewire tool, we have all of them. Wow, it's almost useless going in here actually. He's peeing, we have time. I ate the rats. I was just seeing if there's anything in there. Or up here, I should say. The Distillery District. Excerpt from a pre-plague promotional book on products made in Dunwall. Across the Empire, Old Dunwall whiskey is not only the finest libation of its kind, but it's also an important cultural tradition among discerning folk, sophisticated and common alike. Captains moving their ships across the great ocean always have a bottle in their quarters for occasions. Fine restaurants and bars keep it in stock, and farmers across Bristol exchange Old Dunwall whiskey when healthy children are born. Some might disagree, preferring highbrow drinks such as King Street, brandy, or one of the other brands from Morley, but sales of Old Dunwall have been brisk through the early years of Empress Jessamine Caldwell's reign, a trend that is expected to continue. Aged and bottled in Dunwall's distillery district, Old Dunwall whiskey is what you want. Recipe for Craxton. Craxton, I'm coming tomorrow to check on the batch. Make sure you're wearing pants this time and stick to the recipe. 1 part soap laws elixir, 1 part beach gum paste, 2 parts sugar water. That's it. The more of the real shit you cut in, the less there is to spread around and the less coin I make. This ain't a charity, Slackjaw. Can't go. Ooh. Not much needed in here. More layup. I might as well eat healthy while we're here.
So he goes, not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer, but one of the other places, where they train the Overseers to be real.
Crazy.
He just wants to know where his brother's gone. He sneaks in. You know Eddie.
Boy get at it when he's sober.
I remember. Brimsley job, hitting the dumbwaiter all night.
Yeah. So he goes from room to room, kids sleeping, an overseer giving a lecture to the kids. A couple guys training with him.
Okay, so we got a bone charm in there.
Respect.
But it gets weird. Some kind of machinery. Then a woman laughing, just laughing and laughing. Then music, a kind of plinky, plonky sound. That's what spooked him.
You sure he wasn't drunk?
Says he still hears it at night. He never did find his brother.
Weird.
That's an ace lever, right? I got one for you.
Well, give it.
Alright, let's go and check if there's anybody else. There's nobody near me. Why would I drop assassinate? Alright, there's a dude down there. Rat Plague, we've read it. I believe he's the only one in here. No one will keep us from death. If we keep them on the ground, then they will die. Because the rats will eat them. Oh, there's 2 more people in here. I didn't, or 3. I didn't even know. Oh wait, this is outside. Okay. Never mind. Elixir accounts. Next batch, Tubber family 4 doses, Cranling family 3 doses, Braden family 5, Golden Cat 2 crates, Bitterleaf Alum House 1 crate, Ednac 1 dose, Luther 1, Black Sally 2 crates, Griff Past Due, Trace Flannery 2 doses, Pratchett family 5, Nellie and Morris Sullivan 2. is... Oh, what's up there? Let's go grab that really quick. Carrion killer. Killing rats gives you some adrenaline. Don't need it. Bootleg. Still instructions. 1. Attach an empty elixir vial to the spout before you turn the thing on. 2. Turn the valve on. 3. Collect the full vial. Repeat until empty. Do not break vials, do not spill any elixir, no free swigs. Infect bootleg elixir, create. Let's create it. Okay. Infect. I mean, should I? You know what, now. I decided not to. So that basically means we came here for some lore, and that's it. But I'm okay with that. Go and take that one off.
To smoke or eat?
Shut up.
What the? I hate when Blink does that. How I missed that? Whoa.
The fuck are you looking at? Huh?
Wondering if there's any stuff I missed. I mean, probably. Hatters fired the first shot, but Bottle Street Gang fired the last. Thinking maybe in there, but might try it. Might try to get there. The Elixir Black Market. Exit from a letter. We've seen widespread looting since the month of clans. It wasn't prevalent at first, but it's a pattern now. There's an outbreak in one of the districts, and the watch moves in. We quarantine buildings, put down weepers, and deport anyone showing early signs. Afterward, the dead counters come through, and the lawyers write up the paperwork to transfer ownership of businesses and homes at Parliament's discretion. Soon after, like clockwork, the gangs begin tearing the place apart. There's a fairly robust black market now because everyone wants elixir and most can't afford it. Even so, Claw's brand won't help if you've already got the plague. But getting a regular dose is your best chance if you want to avoid contracting it. Some of the gangs have taken to buying small amounts of and watering it down. before selling it. And I have to admit, if I didn't have an officer's ration, I'd be buying from them. Gerard Corey, City Watch, 3rd Regiment, Estate District.
Well, damn it. Die, you crusty bastard! I'm gonna lose your head! Get around! Got this!
Well, we got some sleeping darts, some more money, and found an interesting journal, so I say it's worth it. But we almost went through that whole thing without being seen. I usually get caught.
Where'd you run off? Somebody, get over here! He's gone!
I didn't realize they were still on me.
It's just a matter of time, buddy. Don't let him get past. Where are you? Oh, I'll find you. I know you're here.
Alright, going to Holger Square now. Oh, look at that, right next to me. High Overseer's office. Remember, the one thing we're trying to do is save the uncle. Okay. Campbell plans to poison guard Captain Curnow. A low-ranking overseer has been blackmailed into putting the poison into the drinks they are to have after the meeting.
I hear this.
Psst, Corvo. It's me, Overseer Martin. What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the void, I'll buy you 100 drinks.
However, Sir Campbell has been keeping the black book on this person at all times. Like I said, that's what he told us.
I have poor circulation and I seem to have forgotten my mittens, so I'd appreciate it if you could release... Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily. So kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal. His notorious black book. And get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kurnow. And word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. Alright, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
Such a weird saying, but okay. Oh, what?
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used. No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded.
Okay, so there's a method for excommunicating overseers, even the High Overseer himself. The instructions can be found in a book located within the archive.
I'm a member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself. Violates our codes and must be cast out. Remember the 7 strictures.
I will.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Never doubt.
Feel like I need to go in there, but maybe not yet. Shall we get the instructions first? All I see in there is elixir, so. Play your way, pathways. There are many pathways through your missions: front streets, alleys, windows, rat tunnels, rooftops, and waterways. Experiment with different ways to reach your goals. Yes, I know. Okay, so meeting chamber, branding instructions. So I'll wait for him to turn
Things are
around.
bad.
Oh,
Could the city get any worse?
Indeed, I believe so.
didn't really have time to look around, so. Kurnow's visit. Whaling Captain Kurnow and his retinue will be there this evening. See that they are allowed through the checkpoint without incident. I would like him in a fair mood when I have drinks with him in the meeting chamber. Also, he prepared to defend the checkpoint from the inside should things go awry with negotiations. Not that I expect they should, but I want your overseers prepared in case Kurnow and his men live up to the City Watch's reputation. High Overseer Campbell. So, Kim will be meeting with Captain Kurnow in the High Overseer's meeting chamber. Okay. They're further away than I thought. that just leads out.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
Yes, of course.
I couldn't easily get back up to the top, so. Oh wow. I got 100 coins from that. And that's funny, I don't think I've ever actually used this way before. Or if I did, it was to get out, never to get in. Oh, the kennels. I remember the kennels, and I hate the kennels. I'll stay in here. Might go to the kennels afterward. Actually, no. I think the kennels was perhaps an easier way to get in, because to get in from outside, I'd have to go to the top.
Do not let your keen eyes wander tonight.
Oh,
Boy, there's word of bad men about. Here's a good boy. Good boy, Justice.
okay. I want to do that because these dogs can be very annoying. Where can I put you guys where rats won't eat you? Whoa. Hopefully it won't get you there.
Rat, damn you!
Turn around, turd.
Die, you filthy little furball.
Keep out. Sick hound disposal. Do not use this lever. It is of utmost importance that you do not open this cage without my approval. Vicarious is ill and quite temperamental. Should his cage be opened, he might attack and endanger anyone patrolling the kennel. Signed, Houndmaster Warden. The 7 strictures. Excerpt from a commonly distributed overview of these 7 strictures. Surround your innermost being with these strictures and you will be safe. The 7 strictures are our core principles taught and reinforced by overseers across the aisles. From these principles stem all manner of rules, social codes, and beliefs about the cosmos. The 7 strictures. 1. Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rampant hunger, wanton flesh, errant mind. All these behaviors must be restricted in order to keep one's heart free from malevolent influences. They are the inroads of the outsider. No, come on, I'll take your money, do you, buddy? Give me your money. There. And that guy. Release. Oh. Can you get up? No, okay. Vicarious has fallen ill. I have gone to fetch some medicine for the hound, but in the meantime do not open his cage. He is prone to fits of violence, and this would endanger the other overseers in the building. Signed, Houndmaster Warden. Well, I opened it. I believe this is the sick one. Where was the... Because the sick one, I believe you put it in the incinerator. But we do not know the code yet. Whoops. Actually, so rats don't eat it, put it up there. That's the sleeping one. Loot cache. However, I've taken the loot we've gathered and stashed it in the incinerator room. It's under the dead hound, so nobody will dig around and find it. Look to your strictures to find out the door code. Lying tongue, wandering gaze, errant mind. I trust you are devout and clever enough to figure it out, Burke. Tongue, gaze, mind. Two, 1, 7. God dang it. Dang it. Jesus. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different game. Never mind. Sleep darts. Actually, shoot. Can't remember how to use it. Oh, here we go. Might as well. There's one right there. Seven strictures we've read. Whelping and training hounds. Exit from a hound trainer's guide. From each litter, there's usually somewhere shy of 4 good pups, but we always drown the runt. Jesus. Then that remain spend 3 or so months suckling from their mothers before we start them up with the training. It's simple at first, returning sticks and sitting still on command, only pissing outside and the like. But by the 8th month, we got them hunting for scented sack dolls hidden in a scrub forest, killing wild pigs on command and taking a man in padded armor down by hanging onto his forearm. At the end of the first year, we graduate the ones that have learned and shoot the ones that haven't. The overseers have taken them after that. The overseers take them after that, and we never see them again. Except once, walking down Clavering Boulevard, an overseer passed me, preaching about the litany on the White Cliff and the evils of witchery. And sure enough, his hound started whimpering and wagging its tail. That's how I knew it was one of mine. Whelped up from a pup. Stop killing these fucking dogs. The Reds. To Main Hall. High Overseer's office. Okay, so we got the code right there above us. So if you go in the other way, this is the way you normally would come out, and you would see that, but this time I got it going in. Campbell's secret chamber. The Fugue Feast. Excerpt from a book on celebrations and holidays. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces, or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are observed, and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for the hymn of atonement, and the fugue feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. Okay. Weird. Got new periodic ore plates. Litany on the White Cliff. Excerpt from a series of Overseer Invocations by the High Overseer Abram Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night. Never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd. For the foggy gray wastes of the outsider, we will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt.
Curse those fools at Coldridge for letting Corvo get away. Who knows what the man could do now? Hiram, or the Lord Regent, as he asks us to call him now, seems to have faith in all the Sokolov security devices he's put up all over the city, but I'm not so sure. At least the girl has been moved to a safe place. Visiting her twice a week has given me ample opportunity to inspect the facilities, as they say. So there's an upside, at least.
Okay, and then my girls. Campbell, I'm not sure how my predecessor operated, but from now on, if one of my girls tries to blackmail you, you send her back to me at the Golden Cat instead of concocting some plan on your own. I've had to replace 3 girls in as many months, and you can imagine the business of carnal pleasure isn't booming in this plague-stricken hole you call a city. Madam Prudence. Alrighty then. Make sure we got everything. Yes, we did. Kennels and to main hall. Oh, got a guy there. Oh, okay. One there as well. Could go into there. bunch of people in there. Area map. We got Holger Square, Memorial Room, Main Hall, Memorial Room again, Backyard, Kennels, Meeting Chamber, Archive, and Interrogation Room.
Only by utmost striving can he be resisted. He is various, but there are 7 ways which he may enter a man's heart.
What the hell? Alright, so wow, branding instructions all the way on the other side. Okay, that's not a painting we can get.
Did you get caught in the lockdown last night? 6 hours. Searched the place top to bottom, and nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we didn't find it.
Did I ever tell you?
One room over
time
there.
one of the second floor shutters got stuck open, and I thought I could slip out. I couldn't find a way down. By the time I got back,
It was Martin's plot to break him out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo?
Deposition log number 73826. The case of Agatha Harcourt. Deposition from Mary Wallace. I smelled a peculiar stench coming from Agatha's window one night. As I looked in the window, I saw her burning over a fire of the bones of something small, along with clumps of hair. Deposition from Herbert Alcott. On several evenings, I came home from work, saw Agatha peering at me unnaturally from behind her curtains. On the 5th day, I felt a pain in my stomach upon approaching her home. Outcome: Agatha's home was searched. Several outlawed items were found, and Agatha was caught as she attempted to flee from the back door. Her interrogation yielded little of use. Home and property seized for the Abbey. Remains cremated. Got interrogation room key. Sleep next to that guy. I woke up being, why are you spooning me? Why are you spooning me? The Trials of Aptitude. Excerpt from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes and hours before dawn, and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to Whitecliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. Wow, okay. Old Coast map. Then the movements of Corvo Attano. Known movements returned after an official deployment of roughly 2 months. After departure from Bristol, mission included stops at other major isles at the behest of the Empress Jessamine Caldwin, arrived bearing ill news, immediately apprehended for her murder. Last confirmed sighting, entered sewers under Coldridge prison after escaping execution under unusual circumstances. Testimony from citizenry, Trey Dover, confidence, moderate, unconfirmed, statement, person matching subject's description, seen conversing with unknown woman near front gates of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Testimony from citizenry, Benjamin Horby, confidence, low, unconfirmed, statement, person matching subject's description, seen fraternizing with Oxfords just outside the city. Testimony from citizenry, Charlotte Cadenhead, confidence low, second hand. Statement, overheard conversation implying one of the parties involved had knowledge of subject. Suspected alliances, none known. Recommendation, search of the estate district based on subject's prior position of authority and privilege. Trust on. So we need to go down. Okay. There's the last guy. What is this? The fourth stricture. Excerpt from a work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of a neighbor's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Where have you strayed, that destruction now comes behind you? Would you walk across burning coals or broken glass? Then why do you prowl into the homes of the honest, or dress the dens of hidden things? For the result is the same. You will fall into the void. Instead, rest your feet on the firm foundation, so that when the winds of the outsider shriek against you, you will stand firm and not be overthrown. What is this? Oh no. Oh. Jesus. I was gonna say, that was BS. You can sleep with your buddies. One guy is gone. Oh, shoot. I know that when too many bodies get there, yeah, they just will disappear. The third stricture. Excerpt from a work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the restless hands, which quickly becomes the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, and the spade, for even the lowliest labor, that is, rigor, squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Disclosure log number 965. Name Dylan Jacobs. Admitted violations: theft of neighbor's food. Resource: half wages to be given to neighbor for a month. Name Millicent Ridgway. Admittance violations: adultery. Recourse: 1 year in the service to the order. Name Robert Young. Admitted violations: spying on his neighbor as she bathed. Recourse: public humiliation in the stocks for 2 days. Okay. Then we got the on-branding heretics. The heretic brand is reserved for those overseers who have committed heinous acts against the order, but have not broken codes that would otherwise result in execution. No contact, aid, or shelter can be given to one bearing the brand. That person is forevermore unwelcome to the Abbey and its affiliates. When used, the brand is applied to the forehead so all can see the sins of the recipient. The chemical compound acts immediately, scarring the heretic for the remainder of life. The interrogation room here at the office of the High Overseer stands ready for branding ritual should the need arise. The recipient must be strapped into the interrogation chair and restrained as the brand is applied. The heretic brand itself is to be stored in the same room. Okay. Non-lethal. Render the High Overseer Campbell unconscious. Okay. Confiscation log number 2749. Accused Archibald Pelling recovered effigy of the Lord Regent. Sentenced to 3 years imprisonment at Coldridge. Accused Beatrice Gould recovered collection of animal skulls carved with pictographic sigils. Sentence home confiscated. Accused Charles Hanley recovered book of rituals. Sentence home and property seized, banished to the flooded district. Some of these seem a little harsh, to be honest. The second stricture. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in the heathen's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark an entire city may burn to the ground. Better to live a life of silence than unleash a stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider. So we've read like 2, 3, 7, and 1 more, I think. And then meeting chamber. Okay, but we're going to be ending this one here, and when we come back, we're going to hopefully, let's check out our objectives. Spare Captain Cornell. And render High Overseer Campbell unconscious. We will be doing the non-lethal one. How many of these do we have? 1 rune. I like spend time possession more than vitality, so we'll save for those. Hope you guys are enjoying it though. Have a great day and I'll see ya. Bye.